Hello everybody, Corey here. Just a reminder up front that I'm not a licensed investment or financial advisor, and this is just informational only. So, just to update our earnings that we've been talking about for this quarter, we can see, so this is from April 12 through 26 here on this screen. Well, let's say the first two we had already went over. As you can see, they did good on EPS and revenue, but they had some bad things that made the stocks go down. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here. Well, it looks like it was going to include everything anyway. But then we had the earnings from the Tesla, Meta, Microsoft. I don't know, I have Google there, but that should say Alphabet, and Exxon there from last week. I went back and I filled in the actual EPS and revenue, and then you can see in columns L and M the difference between those, the pluses and minuses, right? And then if we just go over to the right a little bit, we can see the actual reaction as far as the stock price or the ETF price the next day. So, of course, JP Morgan and Netflix, they went down. Tesla went way up while Meta went way down. And then Microsoft here went up just a little bit, 1 to 2% there. And then Google, of course, went up significantly. And this one, though, Google went up 10%, but then the ETF itself only went up about 5%. And then Exxon went down almost 3%, while the ETF went down almost 2% on Friday. I did go back and I started trying to capture notes, and honestly, I'm spending way too much time on this earnings stuff, and I have these other things to do. But like Tesla, what I'd read was basically accelerating the launch of new affordable cars. Of course, I'd probably be better at this if I'd have done it the day it happened versus me now trying to go back and read a bunch of stuff. But then Meta, they had reported, they're spending a lot of money on AI, and there was disappointed growth for the next quarter. So I didn't even look up Microsoft and Google. I did try to attempt Exxon, but basically all I was getting is they would hit a miss on their EPS. So I'm not sure. If y'all want to let me know in the comments and I can just put them in here to fill it in, that's great. I just really don't have the time to keep researching these right now. Now, so far you can see we've gone through 7 of the 18 companies. Well, this next week alone, there are 8. So MicroStrategy, I don't know. It is not on, like the earnings whisper list. But, the NASDAQ page and the quarter app, I assume that's what you call it. Everything's saying the 29th, but I don't know. So I just went ahead and put it here just in case, but that's one that I really want to know about, because I do tend to buy these on these earnings dips and stuff. Of course, if you own them too, who knows, you might want to get out of some of these before earnings. But MicroStrategy is a big watch for me. But I do not know if they're actually going to report tomorrow, because it just seems sort of weird that it's not out there. We'll look at the list again, because I swear I've looked over that list 4 times. And I feel like I see something new every time. Yeah, I totally missed one of them. Moderna, I totally missed it until I went back to my sheet, and then I had to go find it. But anyway, so if that happens, that's actually today on Monday for MicroStrategy. Tomorrow, though, we have PayPal pre-market, and then Amazon and AMD post-market. And then I have the estimated revenues right here if you'd like to see them. Of course, these change as analysts, whatever, and depending on where you go, as different sites have different things for the rating. So, but I'm sure they're somewhat about the same. Again, just depends on where you get them. And then if we look, so we have almost all of them in the screenshot. If I don't know. guess it doesn't like me trying to do those. Let's try to do this one. Let's do this. So that's the MicroStrategy. We go all the way down to coin. So yeah. So if MicroStrategy doesn't, we have 7 companies anyway. If it does, that makes 8. So anyway, so May 2nd, which will be Thursday, we have Moderna and then Apple, Block, and Coinbase. And so as a reminder, Coinbase I have written here is Friday. We'll double check that. That might not, that could be right, but let me, I was going to say reminder that Friday is Declaration Day. So Thursday is the last day for stuff, for their earnings, as far as earning for the distribution. So I'm not sure how all this is going to affect that. But let's go over here and look. So yeah, that's what I thought. Coinbase moved to the 2nd, and I forgot to change that on here. All right. Sorry, I was trying to make this fairly quick. Okay, so we see here we had the before the market for the PayPal Tuesday, Amazon and AMD aftermarket Tuesday, and then on Thursday we have Moderna pre-market, and post-market with Apple, Coinbase, and Block. Again, I don't see MicroStrategy on here anywhere, so I do not know. I will say, I figure, there's several of these, but Pfizer and Qualcomm, those can affect some of our underlines, stocks. And then we have Root, and Root actually they just closed out of Ulti, but that doesn't mean they won't get back in it on Monday. And then we have Wayfair here and Carvana. Carvana also, they had closed out on Friday. Again, they could buy back into those, but those 3 either are currently in the Ulti portfolio, or they were just in it on Friday. So just to let you know those. And then CVS, that's just for me personally, because I need to watch those earnings in the stock for that one. And then, some of you might care about some of these others like SoFi, Paramount, obviously Eli Lilly and 3M, McDonald's, Coke, Starbucks. That's a big one. I'll watch that one. That one at Eli Lilly. Devon, that's the decent one up there. Of course, then we have Microsoft. We have MasterCard is what I was trying to say. Let's see, Cloudflare. That's one to watch. I'm just glancing through here. Hershey. But anyway, so I just wanted to update you on where we were at as far as the earnings for the underlying, and show you here from Earnings Whisper. After this week, then we'll have 3 left. Again, these dates change, and I update them as I see them change. I did check these again, and that's what these are still saying. But if these are correct, then we'll have one next week with Disney, and then in a couple of weeks we'll have NVIDIA, and then another week we'll have C3AI. And then just a reminder that the synthetic positions, most of the synthetic positions for these, if not all, I think it's all at this point, are May 17th. So at least we have a few weeks before it and a week after it for NVIDIA, at least as far as looking at these. The only reason I say that because C3AI, it opened up its synthetic like the day of earnings or the day after earnings, and then all it did was go down from there after it did a large increase, and then it screwed the stock, and now it's, it's down there with, like Tesla was and like OARC is, so it's killed that stock. So that's why I pay more attention to the synthetics, and now I'll be paying attention to how these fall around earnings and stuff too after that. But anyway, I'll let y'all go. I have videos, and I know y'all have other things to do, but to listen to me ramble. Anyway, hope y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.